Hi friends, this video is a response to the appeal that I had made to my viewers for sending me their queries, questions and doubts about how to use EFT for their problems. In this video, I am going to discuss about a mail that I have received from a viewer. The viewer talks about an area of concern in her life which is related to relationships. She says that she is 36 years old, unmarried, and her problem is in not able to make friends and not able to connect to people that she likes. If you look at this situation, it indicates that your center, which flows the emotion of love and connectedness, is not flowing freely and is disrupted. And that is the reason you are not able to make friends or get connected to people you like or love. Now, what does this situation indicate? It indicates that your center, which shares this emotion, is undernourished and is functioning in lack. Now, to address this condition, we need to identify the source of this disconnectedness. From when is it that you started feeling the lack or the deprivation of this love energy? Probably it must have started from your childhood. It seems that you have been deprived of the love from the people you needed it the most. Probably you were not cared for, not attended to, or even abused in your childhood, which has in effect shrunk and choked the emotion from this center. For you to unblock this, firstly, you need to identify the incidences where you felt that you were not cared for, you were not loved, you were deprived, or the incidences of any kind of abuse which made you feel absolutely vulnerable. I think you need to understand this, that the outer world that we experience is not separate and independent from the inner world that we experience. So if you are unable to find people that can nourish you, find people to whom you can get connected, to whom you can feel the love, the connectedness, is because you are unable to transmit those frequencies from you that are responsible to attract these kind of emotions. And that is the reason, to change the outer, we need to first change the inner. So in your case, if you have identified the source of the lack, just close your eyes, go within, and try to gauge the level of distress you experience now, in this moment, when you think of the incidents that has created the lack. Now, if you have gauged the scale, the distress scale, then you will have to make a statement, the setup statement, which could be something like, even though I have experienced a lack of love, a lack of attention in my childhood because of this incidence, or even though I have experienced distress because of this particular incidence which I am carrying in my system even till today, I deeply and totally love and accept myself. I would like to repeat the statement So just get it in your mind. You'll have to say that even though because of this particular incident I have felt a lack of love, I have felt that I am not cared for, I have felt that I am not attended to, I have not been given adequate love and attention, I deeply and totally love and accept myself. Or it could be related to your abuse incidents. In that case, it would be, even though this particular incident, giving the details of that incident and making it as specific as possible, even though this particular incident made me feel absolutely distressed, made me feel very, very uncomfortable, or made me feel absolutely choked, I deeply and totally love and accept myself. Now, taking this statement, you will have to tap on this point, which is known as the karate chop point, like this, saying, even though I have felt absolutely cut out, disconnected, unloved because of this particular incident, whatever the incident is, just talk to yourself while you are tapping here. Even though I have felt absolutely distressed, unloved, disconnected, or whatever because of this particular incident, I deeply and totally love and accept myself. You will have to tap on this point for 3 times. And after you do this, make a short statement and tap on the other points of your body, like this feeling of unloved, this incident, this feeling of disconnectedness, this feeling of loneliness, this feeling of abandonment, this feeling of unlove, this feeling of unlove, this feeling of lovelessness, this feeling of not being attended to, this feeling of not being cared, this feeling of feeling deprived, this feeling of not feeling loved, etc., etc., etc. Now, after you tap on these points, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and again bring in your mind all that you have experienced. Now, this is very crucial. When you close your eyes, go within, think of that incident, and if you experience a relief in that level of distress, then you are on the right path. Then what you are doing is absolutely right. Then you are trying to unblock yourself, release yourself from all those distressing and all those emotions that have been choked and blocked into your system. And I think you should keep on tapping as and when possible, probably for 10 minutes, 15 minutes at one time. And after every round of tapping, just go within and find out if there is a relief that you experience in your heart about the distress that you are carrying. If you keep on feeling the relief, if you keep on experiencing that relief, the release of emotions will start taking place, and after some time you will realize that even though that situation still lingers in your mind in a form of memory, you will be having no emotional charge along with it.